Playing left wing, number 15, Chris Goggins. Playing center, number 21.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Gallo Arena in Bourne. I'm Paul McNamara here for MyHockeyLive, where we're going to bring you 4 big Division I South tournament games, the quarterfinals, all to be played here this afternoon. And the first one we will have is Braintree, the number 8 seed, meeting Xaverian, the number 1 seed. Art Egerton is here to make sure everything runs correctly here. The perfect rink for tournament hockey right here. And there's games going on all around the state. The Super 8 underway up at Songus Arena in Lowell. And of course, a couple of D1 North games up in Stoneham tonight. We'll get you caught up on all that action as we get through the day. Right now, we're still just getting organized here in Bourne, and the starting teams have been introduced. You see Xaverian skating from the goal line out to the blue line, and right now we'll have our national anthem. The leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or currently serving in our armed forces. At this time, I'd like to invite both veterans and current military personnel to please rise. We would like to thank you for your service to our country. Now we invite all to stand for the playing of our national anthem. Well, the preliminaries have been set. They haven't turned the music off yet, though, here at the Gallo as it's blaring, getting ready for action. We have been able to see Xaverian several times this year, a little bit more familiar with the Hawks than the Braintree Womps. Had a great chance to see Braintree several times last year, and they've got many of their top guys back. And not the record they had last year, but this year they will be a going concern as well. And we're about set for hockey here, and opening face-off, Division I South quarterfinal is underway. Beniers gets it back to Shaw. Pass up for Farrell. Can't connect there and comes back to the Braintree defense. It's bounced off the boards by number 18, John Elworthy, and sent down into the very end behind Aiden Murphy. Aiden Murphy, one of the top goaltenders in the state, the sophomore from Xaverian. They not completely live and die with Murphy, but they depend on him a lot. Here's Tim Sweeney, high-scoring wing over the line. Casey bumps Sweeney there. Comes all the way around the near side, and Braintree able to cover up in the corner. They swing it up the boards, but kept in right there by Nick Shaw, and now broken loose, and Woodward over the line. Woodward has to go wide. Recovering is is Maddie McGlynn. Nice play to cover up on the defense there, and Sweeney up ice. Sweeney able to get by Robbie McKenney. Sweeney a long shot in, and a save right there made by goaltender David McDonough, the junior, between the pipes for the Womps. Just underway, first period of play, 14:04 to go in the first. Braintree in their blue, the road uniforms. They're the number 8 seed coming in. They were able to beat Framingham in their first round, and Xaverian took care of Brockton. Xaverian loser in the play-in game to Franklin for Super 8 entry. And they'll settle for the number 1 seed in the D1 South here. Braintree able to bang it out of their zone. Kyle Marshall gives chase in the middle, and a backhander goes wide off the stick of Robbie McKenney. They battle far corner. It goes behind the net, and quickly on it is Bruckner for Xaverian, trying to get it up the boards to Mike Hardman. And now a heavy hit down there by Derek Anson by Braintree. They can't get it out in front. Kyle Marshall trying to go through the traffic there, but Xaverian controls. This is Jack Cook. Cook skates to the middle looking for Hardman, puts it right on his stick, 2-on-2, Hardman and Durkin. Durkin a wrister up high and a save there by McDonough, but that was a tester. Durkin might have been the best player for Xaverian in the play-in game. Skating very well, number 4, Andrew Durkin, the forward, who now goes off the ice as they'll change up lines here. This is McQuaid. McQuaid trying to find Fitzgibbons over there. Fitzgibbons turns and sends it behind the net where it's gathered in by Liam Sage for Braintree. Sage, number 3, runs into number 3 for Xaverian. That is McQuaid, and a big hit there right in front, and a save by McDonough off a shot by Sweeney. He never saw that one till it hit him. Tim Samo's out there now for the Hawks. Back in the Braintree and Sorrento trying to get it up to Samo's, but Braintree controls. Behind the net goes Ryan Cody. And now Xaverian gets it to center, but onto the stick of Sean Casey for Braintree, who goes over to Liam Sage and dumps, and they will change. Samo's back for Xaverian, but can't get there first. It's 15, Chris Googans, one of the top scorers for Braintree, and now a collision behind the net as Sorrento is knocked down by number 12, Corey Woodward. Xaverian back the other way. Sweeney can't get by John Elworthy there and has to dump it behind the net where Casey hammers it up the boards onto the stick of Woodward. Quickly in the middle to Chris Googans, a shot and a save by Murphy. Follow up on the rebound, but good hustle by McGlynn to keep Googans out of scoring position there. Cook now, long rink width pass intended for Farrell. Picked up by Googans, who snaps it into the netting. And the whistle will go. 11:20 to go, first period of play. Just underway here at the Gallo. A snowy Sunday. Good day to stay home and watch hockey on MyHockeyLive. We're set up just rink side at center ice. Great position. Durkin on the draw here with Kyle Marshall for the Womps. McGlynn able to get it. Sends it in deep. Takes a hit from Derek Anson. And now it swings around the far side onto the stick of Robbie McKenney. McKenney loses it at center ice, and Shaw will send it back in, but Braintree sends it right back out. Icing waved off as Shaw chases back for the Hawks. Shaw up the right side for Hardman. Hardman back to Shaw. Shaw through the middle. The defenseman leads the 3-on-2, leaves it off for Durkin. Can't connect there, and Derek Anson able to pick it up for Braintree and get it to Kyle Marshall, who takes it over the line and dumps it as they will change. A little bit slow getting started here, and long bus rides. Pass right out in front, and now the puck kicks off to Jack Cook. Cook on the go, 1-on-2 with speed. Centers it in front, but nobody's there for Xaverian. Eric McDonald is there for Braintree, and McDonald tries to send it up to Joey LaRossa. LaRossa watched in the corner by Bruckner. They try to cycle it, backhanded by Ryan Cody, but not much on that. Now, a long tee up from the point by Sean Casey. That went about 10 feet before it hit a skate and carried him deep into the left wing corner. Battle on the far side now, picked up finally by number 14, Jack Tufts for Xaverian, and they're able to swing it this way to McQuaid. McQuaid, breakout pass intercepted by Joey LaRossa for Braintree. He dumps it back in, and they will go to change. A lot of ice for the breakout here on the Hawks end. McQuaid, great pass over to McInerney. McInerney, a shot save. McDonough on the rebound follow-up. Fitzgibbons couldn't get full wood on it. Great chance right there for Andrew McInerney on a terrific pass by Trevor McQuaid, but good save by McDonough. Just underway as we see, well, a little bit more than just underway now. 9:33 to go, and they're going to rule that the Xaverian momentum knocked that cage off, and the faceoff's going to be outside the zone. 9.5 to go. Opening period of play, no score between the number 1 seed Xaverian Hawks in white and the number 8 seed the Braintree Womps in blue. Braintree went all the way to the Garden last year, the state final, before losing to Reading. They won the D1 South last year, did the Womps. Xaverian works the offensive zone puck movement now, and behind the net for Braintree is Liam Sage trying to get by the forecheck here, and now a long release pass. It's a 2-on-1 for Braintree. Right out of the zone, a wrist shot goes wide off the stick of Chris Googans. And now it carries all the way down the other end, and Farrell, the drop pass, Benier's stick is knocked out of his hand, and we're going to get the first penalty of the game for interference. It's going to go to Braintree, and Xaverian will have a chance to go on the power play here. Benier's stick just got knocked right up in the air, and taking a seat for the Womps will be Corey Woodward. It comes at 6:14 of the first period of play. Woodward for interference, and Xaverian will set up shop. They just had the Beniers line out there, so they will take a rest for the first part of this power play, and Hardman will work the point. The forward working the left point. Jack Cook now will cycle. It's Cook and Durkin and McQuaid up front. Now the pass across, and there's an elbow, and boy, that one could have been called, but it's not. Hardman now behind his own net with 1 minute to go on the man advantage for Xaverian. McGlynn will come this way to McQuaid. McQuaid over the line will dump it in. Past the forecheck of Kyle Marshall. And now spun around the boards. Hardman can't keep it in for Xaverian. And it jumps loose. Murphy all the way out to play it. We'll give it to McGlynn. McGlynn will circle the net with 39 seconds to go on the man advantage. Quickly up to McQuaid on the left wing. McQuaid in the middle to Cook. Right back to Durkin. Shot saved by McDonough. Bounces right out onto the stick of Christian Giuliano, who sends it the length of the ice. Murphy out to play it again. Long pass up. We're down to 21 seconds left on the man advantage for Xaverian. Shaw sets it up. Maybe time for one more rush for the Hawks with the man advantage. Here's Tim Sweeney. Over the red, over the blue. Sweeney 1-on-2. Sweeney pinned into the boards, but Farrell will collect it for Xaverian. Farrell trying to walk out front. Nice pass out to Sweeney. Shot and a great save by McDonough there. Best chance of the power play, and now that's over. But here's now wrist shot. Save McDonough. Skated behind the net by Evan Googans. Googans trying to get it up to Woodward. This is going to be icing, but a couple of great stops there by the goaltender, David McDonough, to keep this game scoreless. 7:03 now left in period number 1. Beniers with a golden opportunity on the setup across the way, and McDonough just squared up and made a great stop. Face off to the right of McDonough now. Beniers can't get it to Sweeney, and skating away will be Evan Googans. Googans up the left side to brother Chris Googans. Chris Googans sends it in deep. He's watched by Shaw there. And now picking it up is Evan Googans. Evan Googans sends it back along the dasher to Liam Sage. Sage, not a lot of clear sailing there, and Sage takes a hit from Beniers. Sage now takes a hit from Shaw. Sage, the sacrificial lamb for the Womps here for the moment. The defenseman in deep. Puck carries across the way, and Sweeney takes a good hit at center ice from Googans. That's Evan Googans, and now Farrell all alone on the rush for Xaverian. Uses that long reach to poke it in the corner away from Sage. Farrell comes up with the puck. Good job by Jake Farrell. He's got Shaw closing, but instead behind the net is McInerney. McInerney and Fitzgibbons. Fitzgibbons gets a stick up. Play continues. Gets to center ice for the Womps, and that is Chris Googans, who was out there a long time. He dumps it in and heads to the bench. Xaverian on the breakout here. McInerney, nice job to get it to Fitzgibbons on the far side. Fitzgibbons over the line. Wrister saved by McDonough. Tricky shot there, not the heaviest shot, but it caught McDonough a little bit by surprise. But like he has been on all other shots, maybe 6 or 7 by Xaverian, he makes the save. 5:47 left in the opening period of play. McInerney on the draw with Kyle Marshall. They get it to center ice, but Sorrento on it for Xaverian. Up the right wing to Fitzgibbons. Fitzgibbons over the line. Shot blocked by the defensive Braintree. That was John Elworthy. Now trying to get it down low is Jared Beniers, number 24. Durkin right off the bench. Durkin quickly picks up the loose puck, circles the net. Durkin has help back at the point. Sends it that way to Prada. Anthony Prada gets it down low to Durkin. A shot save McDonough. Prada stops it at the line. Braintree trying to hammer it out is Derek Anson. And now Durkin tripped up at center ice by Robbie McKenney. And McKenney's going to go off for the Womps, and that'll create a second power play opportunity for Xaverian with 5:06 to go, opening period of play. Just kind of an inadvertent collision at center ice. McKenney going one way, Durkin going the other way, and unfortunately, McKenney sprawled Durkin out, and penalty is called. So Xaverian, twice in about 4 or 5 minutes, is going to have the chance to play with an extra man. Comes to center ice to McGlynn, over this way to Hardman. Hardman stick handles and backhand pass to McQuaid. McQuaid pokes it by Liam Sage into the corner, and now it squirts loose on the far side to Daniel Valiceni. Valiceni able to get a long shot on net. Murphy forced to make the save and leave it for Hardman, who starts the power play up. Pass to Durkin, goes off his skates, can't control, and Braintree able to steal it back. Evan Googans banks it off the boards and sends it the length of the ice with 48 seconds to go on the Braintree penalty. McQuaid over the line will try to set up shop, leaves it for Durkin. Durkin takes it deep left wing corner, throws it at the net with Cook cutting across, and McDonough, good save there, and covers up with 37 seconds left on the penalty and 4:12 to go in the first period of play. No score. Xaverian will send out the top line with 37 to go on the man advantage, with Shaw and McGlynn back on the points. So 3 forwards, 2 defensemen on this look. This is Sweeney right in the middle with a shot, and it goes wide along the ice, far side. Beniers pinned back over there by penalty killer is, I think it's Ben Burke. I'm sorry, it's 15, not 25, Chris Googans. Googans thought it might still be in play and hustled after it, but it went up into the bench, and the faceoff comes in the Braintree end. Farrell able to get it back to McGlynn, over to Shaw. Shot through a screen, kick save, and a beauty. And Farrell can't get a hold of the rebound, and Googans able to get it to center ice. He's tied up by Beniers, nearly put into the stanchion there. We're down to 10 seconds on the man advantage for the Hawks. 1 or 2 good chances on this one. Beniers can't corral it in at center ice. They get it in the zone. Farrell now, penalty over, back to full strength. Sweeney, a shot and a save. Great right pad save by McDonough. He's getting stronger as the period goes on. Evan Googans at center ice, trying to move it in the middle to Elworthy, the defenseman, up into the rush, and now they carry it off the boards to McKenney, who just came out of the box. Braintree just wants to stay out of the box, get back to playing full strength. Here's an opportunity for Joey LaRossa. LaRossa behind the net to McKenney. McKenney centering pass intercepted by Beniers, who gets it to Farrell and quickly over to Fitzgibbons. Fitzgibbons one-on-one, loses to the pressure of Elworthy, and they come this way. This is Evan Googans over the line. Screen shot went off the stick of the defenseman there, Jack Tufts. 2:45 to go now, opening period of play, and Fitzgibbons takes a little bit of a run there at Casey. Misses connection. Tufts now off the boards. up the wing for Jared Beniers. Jared Beniers can't get it to McInerney. Now he does. Andrew McInerney over the line. Pokes it by Sage in deep. Back checker is David Giuliano for the Womps. And he swings it around to his line mate La Rosa, but La Rosa's pinned there by Cook. McInerney on it now for Xaverian, but it comes the other way, this way to Ryan Cody for Braintree. He can't get it out of the line, out of the zone over the line. Sage now will swing it up the boards right on the stick of Tufts, smartly across to McGlynn, through a screen, tipped over the net. McDonough was down on that one going for the original shot, and it got redirected. Dangerous chance there. La Rosa gets it to the line and dumps, and they will change with 1:48 to go in the first period of play. No score from Bourne, Braintree, and Xaverian. D1 South quarterfinal game. Puck loose at center ice, and now Anson just trying to muscle it by Hardman, and Durkin will swing it away for Xaverian. Durkin, a little bit of speed. Durkin over the line, right side. Poked off his stick and out of the zone now, and we're down to 1:20 to go, first period of play. Shaw over the line, dumps it in deep. Swings around, and Braintree sends it back this way. Shaw tries to get leverage in front of Anson. Can't do so, but McGlynn quickly over to pick it up for Xaverian and skated away from Anson. They come back this way to Farrell. Farrell trying to work his way down the boards. 1 minute to go in the first period. Shaw keeps it in, plays it to himself, knocks it down low. Sweeney centering pass for Beniers off his stick, and shot out of the zone by Eric McDonald. McGlynn now away from the forecheck of Googans, over to Shaw. Shaw in the zone. Shaw looking in the middle to Sweeney on the cut. Goes off of Tim Sweeney's stick into the corner. Now half a minute to go, first period of play, and Googans on the chase with Farrell. This is Chris Googans, 15. He can't control Farrell, able to get around to McGlynn. Now intercepted by Googans behind the net. Picked it right out of thin air. 18 seconds to go. Beniers back there for Xaverian. Pops it off the boards, and he's got a jump and a step. Beniers, 1-on-2. Can't get around. Nice play by Elworthy, but Beniers follows up and does pick it up. Comes back to Cook. Cook long through a screen. Blocked by the pads of Elworthy, and the clock winds down to 0 there.
First period, Xaverian 10, Braintree 2.
They announced the shots on goal. Xaverian 10, Braintree 2. So big shot advantage for the Hawks, and we would say that's the way the eye test appeared as well. That the Hawks definitely carried the play. Not sure if it was 5-1 in terms of strength of carrying play, but they get 10 shots. Braintree with 2 shots, and after one, where it really counts, it is scoreless, 0-0. They see Xaverian headed into their locker room, and Braintree as well off to our left. So we will take a break and get a little bit more organized here, as we are here for the duration. Many periods of hockey to come, another 11 exactly, barring any overtimes. But after the first period of the afternoon at MyHockeyLive, it is 0-0, Xaverian and Braintree. And we'll tell you more about our sponsors, but we want to thank Integrated Benefits Group of Stoneham, Mohawk Rubber Sales, and the Jif Food Company, Jif To Go Dippers. We'll tell you more about those folks as we get moving forward. We're going to take a break right now. After one, it is Xaverian 0, Braintree 0. Paul McNamara and Art Egerton with you for MyHockeyLive. Well, welcome back to beautiful Cape Cod, everyone. Paul McNamara here from MyHockeyLive, along with Art Egerton. We'll be joined by Jake Levin later in the day. We've got 4 big ones for you here. After one in the opening contest of the quarterfinals, the D1 South quarterfinals, we are scoreless. Shots in the first period, Xaverian 10 and Braintree 2. Hawks clearly had the better of play. They had a couple of power play opportunities. They did not score, as the score indicates, but goaltender David McDonough in net for Braintree had a great period. He had 4 or 5 great stops and kept things scoreless here. And little feeling out period got through quickly with Xaverian on the siege. Here they are again in the Braintree end. Long shot in by Shaw from the point goes wide. Farrell can't catch up with it, and the Womps are able to break it out. This is Evan Guggen's. Evan Guggen's shot blocked by McGlynn, 2 feet in front of him. McGlynn felt that one, still shaking his leg, but Braintree with offensive zone possession. Now Guggen's bounces it off the boards to Sean Casey. Casey's return pass down low, intercepted by McGlynn. McGlynn has Sweeney up ahead, but decides to take it himself. Now gives it to Sweeney in the middle. Bounces loose. Sweeney behind the net. Sweeney looking. Sweeney with space and time, and now he runs into 3 blue shirts and tries to cycle it down low to Beniers. Beniers off the boards back to Shaw. Shaw through a screen, tipped wide. Farrell in the right wing, the left wing caught in the right wing corner. He tries to cycle down for Beniers. Beniers winds it back to the boards. McGlynn pinches but can't get control. Sweeney now off the boards, and they will change. And Braintree with open ice up for a long pass up. It's the Guggens brothers right here. Guggens with a wrister and a save by Murphy. That was Evan Guggens, the sophomore, 21. For a moment, it was a 2-on-0 with about 10 feet of ice in front of him. But end of a shift, and Evan Guggens at least got the puck on net, which is smart. They're going to start doing that. Now Durkin, nice play to poke it off the boards to himself. Runs into a couple of Hawks out, a couple of Womps out at center ice, and now long pass up redirected by Kyle Marshall, so icing is eliminated. Murphy plays it up the boards for Hardman. Hardman will go back to Tufts behind the net, and they'll try to settle things. Tufts around the near side. Good hit there by 16 Derek Anson on Jack Cook. Hardman now facing the wrong way for the breakout and has to retreat a bit and bounce it off the boards to center ice. Picked up there by Elworthy. I believe that's Elworthy over there. Sends it in deep. Murphy can't stop it behind the net, and on it for the Hawks is Bruckner. They're able to clear it to center back to the Womps line, where Elworthy picks it up for Braintree. Gives to his partner McDonald. McDonald trying to go cross ice to big 16 Derek Anson. Kind of not a lot of flow right here. 12:43 to go. Second period, we are scoreless here in the D1 South quarterfinals. All this action brought to you by folks like Mohawk Rubber Sales, Integrated Benefits Group, and Jif Food Products. A lot of opportunity for you to get on board and become a tournament sponsor here with MyHockeyLive. Great high school hockey action. We do have a score to report from the Songas. Well, Braintree on a rush here. Comes back to the point to Eric McDonald. Long shot in through a screen. Murphy, good save. Murphy tested more in the first 3 minutes of the second period than he was the entire first period. So Braintree, definite extra jump in the step here. Giuliano now behind the net. David Giuliano, he's got a man open at the point. Instead cycles it back for La Rosa. And now finally Cook for Xaverian says, we've had enough of that. We're going to send this the length of the ice and take a break with 11:49 to go in the second period. First Division 1A, the first Super 8 opening round game goes to Austin Prep, a shutout. They are able to knock off Central today 3-0. And in the second game, Springfield Cathedral leading Woburn 1-0 after one period. Keep you updated on that as scores progress. Face-off in the Xaverian end, kept in at the point by Sean Casey. Casey goes to Sage, and it's blocked, and racing for it is Sweeney. Tim Sweeney, nice cut to the right. Sweeney now in the circle, trying to find Beniers, and it's knocked off his stick up to Guggens. Googans over the line. It's Evan Googans to Chris Googans, but a good back check by Beniers. And now Chris Googans can't control it, and it jumps out of the zone. McGlynn steps up and sends it over to Sweeney, who gives it to Farrell. Farrell all the way in deep and gives chase and throws a low shoulder at Sage, and Sage able to come up with it. And his pass intended for Googans goes well wide, Chris Googans, and that'll be called for icing. And 11:02 remaining, second period. They're going to bring it all the way back into the Braintree end. Puck loose in the Braintree end. The Womps try to control, and now they do break it out. This is big Robbie McKenney. McKenney trying to find Anson on the far side. That puck was out of the zone, and offsides is called. Well, we've got some officials up behind us that hail from Braintree, and they saw it a different way. Maybe a couple of hundred hockey officials up here behind us. Sorrento gives it over to Prada, third defense pairing for the Hawks out there now. They get it to center ice. Long shot in by number 18, Elworthy, and Elworthy takes a little love tap on the way by I think it was Jared Beniers. Braintree will change up. Xaverian will change up, as will Braintree, and Braintree sends out, looks like Dave Giuliano's line with Daniel Valicenti, and that's Joey LaRossa. The Durkin line out there with Cook and Hardman for the Hawks. Xaverian able to get it out of the zone. Hardman has Cook on the go. Cook, after a little delay, able to get around Casey, but Casey catches up, and now Giuliano for Braintree can't find the handle. It does come up the left wing boards, but right onto the stick of Bruckner through a screen well wide. Closing is Tufts. Tufts challenged over there by Valicenti, and nobody controls for the moment. Durkin just kind of tries to lift it towards the net, but nothing doing. Now Tufts bounces it off the backboards. Durkin picks up that indirect. Durkin circles away from a couple of Womps. Now a stuff attempt here by Cook. Cook still with it. It's loose in the slot area, and Braintree finally able to skate it away. Big Valicenti right by our Cybercast location. Gets it into the Xaverian end. 9.5 to go, second period. We are scoreless here. It's much more up and down game in the second period than it was in the first. The Hawks owning a 10-2 shot advantage over the Womps in period number one, but Xaverian a little back on their heels. Braintree definitely outshooting Xaverian this period. Eric McDonald loses to Farrell. Farrell trying to stick handle at center ice, but nowhere to go. And now Durkin intercepts, gets it to Farrell, long wrister. Farrell with the follow-up. Durkin can't find the handle there. Braintree comes the other way. This is 21, Evan Googans. Googans long shot in, saved by Murphy. They keep it in the zone, teeing it up as Eric McDonald, but blocked by Tim Sweeney. Beniers now battles Googans over there, and Shaw is going to go. First penalty as he knocked down Googans. Going to get an elbow, Nick Shaw, and it will give Braintree a power play opportunity, their first of the afternoon. It comes at 6:17 of period number two. Shaw thought he had Googans lined up with his head down. He did, but unfortunately, in the official's eyes, he got an elbow up high, and he will sit for a minute and a half. Sage now with it behind the net. The defenseman lined up front on the power play. Now they get it back to Elworthy. He'll walk to the middle. Elworthy finds McGuire open. Elworthy top of the point, and it goes through a screen. I think Murphy might have saved it off his chest, and then the Hawks are able to clear it on the rebound. Elworthy all the way back to get it, will counter the attack and give it to Casey. Casey walks it up the right, the left wing breakout. Now the pass for Googans, that's going to be icing, I believe. He's trying to find Evan Googans in the middle, and sent it too hard and too far in front.
Minor for elbowing.
8:08 to go, approaching the midpoint of the hockey game, no score between the number 1 seed Xaverian Hawks and the number 8 seed Braintree Womps. Braintree, the defending D1 South champs and runners-up in the state last year in Division 1. Losing a hard-fought contest to the Reading Rockets in the Garden last year on March 16th. Puck sent this way for Kyle Marshall. Marshall loses, but Braintree does not lose possession. McKinney all the way around the boards over to McDonald. McDonald, the left shot on the right side now. McDonald hampered, but able to get it to Casey, and a shot and a save by Murphy, his best of the day, right there. 27 seconds to go on the Braintree power play, but they moved that puck very well, and Casey, the co-captain for Braintree, stepped into it at the top of the circle, aiming top right, and Murphy beat him to it. There he is, still on the power play. Sage with it one more time at the point. Gives it to Googans. Googans snapshot along the ice, and Murphy makes that save and kicks it up into the tarp on the far side. And they take 8 seconds of power play time away from Braintree there. We're down to 19 seconds left on the Shaw penalty. 7:32 left in period number 2. Still looking for the first goal of the afternoon. Googans on the draw with Farrell. Farrell able to get it to Sorrento. A couple of football players there for Xaverian. They can't clear it. Kept in by Elworthy. Walks to the middle. Far side to Googans. Chris Googans tees up a slap shot and goes well over the net. Nearly missed everything. Chris Googans now on it. Chris Googans up top to Sage. Penalty is over. Shot in. Save. Murphy didn't have the rebound. And now the Hawks will send it the length of the ice. This will be icing, but not a bad play there. 7:04 to go. In period number 2, Xaverian survives the Braintree man advantage. And they'll go back to square one, and 22 minutes of time left in regulation over the second and third period. And as we just said, yet to see a goal scored here today. Defensive struggle. Not really a defensive struggle. It's been a little more wide open, but terrific job by the 2 goaltenders here. See Coach John Blake walking by, bringing in his Duxbury Dragons. They will face off against Newton North in the next one. Coming your way at around 4:15. Fitzgibbons can't corral that indirect pass. McInerney gives chase now in the corner. And Bruckner, nice play to McInerney, but good play by Braintree's Eric McDonald to get a stick in there and delay the pass. Here's McQuaid behind the net. McQuaid trying to find Fitzgibbons in front. Good job by Braintree to bottle up that lane. And Anson goes off the boards. Nearly a 2-on-1 chance for Braintree, but Xaverian able to get back, and this has got to be offsides. I can't believe that's not offsides. Play continues. Cook redirects in the middle. No one there but 5 blue shirts, one of whom is David Giuliano. Giuliano gets it into the Xaverian end, but not deep. Now Hardman and Giuliano collide. A little bit of a brick wall at this blue line here. Murphy grabs that long shot in, gives it to Shaw. Shaw off the boards for Hardman. Hardman off the boards for Durkin. 2-on-2, 2-on-3. Durkin can't get by defenseman McDonald over there. Nice play defensively. And now Hardman picks it up at the blue line, dumps it, and heads to the bench. They've been out there a long time, this line. Braintree with a long chip up. Hardman still out there. It looked like he closed his hand on that one, but play continues. He takes it in deep and runs into McDonald. McDonald, good defensive play. Now Prada in well in deep from his defensive position, all the way in the corner, fighting hard to get possession for Xaverian. They swing it around the far side, on the near side on Braintree's attempted breakout. And now Giuliano, who's been out there a long time, can't backhand it off the board. Braintree has to ice this one. Instead, it's turned over to Prada. Prada off the boards to Cook. Xaverian dumps, and they will have a chance to change, but McDonough smartly covers up, and causes the whistle with 4:38 to go in the second period, and a lot of tired troops able to get off the sheet of ice at that whistle. Both coaches happy to see a clean change. Beniers on the draw here with Googans. First units back out there for each team. Sage now trying to come to his left, now goes to his right, up to Woodward, but his pass to Googans results in a hit on Googans. Now Googans tries to return the favor on Nick Shaw. Farrell able to get it to Beniers on the breakout, 2-on-2. Beniers trying to slalom around Sage on the far side and goes to the backboard. Sweeney contending for Xaverian. Beniers picks it out, but can't maintain possession. Good play by Farrell to tip it down to Sweeney, back to Farrell. Goes to Shaw, long shot in, goes wide. Big screen set up in front, and now it comes to Chris Googans. Chris Googans over the line slowly with his brother Evan, or rather with Corey Woodward. 2-on-2, and McGlynn takes Googans down on the back wall. Shaw looking for Sweeney, well in front of Sweeney, and Sweeney and Farrell head to the bench. Liam Sage able to get it up ice to Chris Googans. Googans has it stolen by the Hawks defense. Shaw bounces it off the boards, and Casey has to go back for Braintree and pick it up. Now they're trying to find Googans near side. They can't get it to him, and here's McQuaid. McQuaid with McInerney and Fitzgibbons 3-on-2, but it's an offside. The play goes offsides before they're able to get it in deep, and that shot on net will not count. 3:18 to go, second period. We are still scoreless here. Face-off between McInerney and Marshall. Controlled by Braintree. They try to get it up to Marshall, but it goes onto the stick of Tufts for Xaverian. Puck jumps out to center ice. They send a long one in that Murphy knocks down, but can't control. And McInerney not looking as Tufts was trying to hit him. It hits his skates, and no harm, no foul as Xaverian able to pick it up, but Braintree picks it up at center ice and sends it in deep. Big hit by Robbie McKenney. McKenney, a big player who throws his weight around. These two wings, McKenney and Anson, a couple of tall guys on the wings on this line for Braintree. McInerney, nice play to cycle down to Fitzgibbons. Fitzgibbons loses control. Now McQuaid trying to play up high but can't control it, and he'll go to the bench. The whole Xaverian line will change. Icing waved off. Murphy, the goaltender, letting the official know what he thinks of that call. Over the line is Durkin. Weaves to his left, wrist shot. Getting a stick on it there is Eric McDonald, as he does so many times. Durkin made a nice move, but didn't get the shot off quick enough. McDonald able to redirect it up into the netting, and the whistle will come with 2:12 to go in the second period. Googans will square off for Braintree against Durkin for Xaverian. Googans gets it back to Liam Sage. Sage around the boards looking for Chris Googans, and now they get it to Evan Googans. Evan Googans shot. That's Evan Googans shot goes wide. Evan Googans on it again. Centering pass intercepted by McGlynn for Xaverian. McGlynn trying to get it around to Cook. It loses some steam, and a hit there by Woodward on Cook. Braintree with a chance to do some forechecking here, and now Casey can't get it in deep. Comes to Googans. This is Chris Googans trying to get around Shaw. Chris Googans now on the perimeter, watched by McGlynn, and McGlynn takes it away and gets it to Durkin. Minute and a half to go, second period. Durkin lugs it up to center and sends it in deep, and he's going to get called for icing as he let it go just a stride too early on his side of the red line, and icing is called with 1:25 to go, second period. And we are scoreless. So the faceoff will come to the left of Aiden Murphy in the Xaverian end. Beniers for Xaverian will square off against Kyle Marshall, the junior center. Braintree able to win it. Shot goes right over the head of Murphy by Elworthy. That one was labeled. Good forecheck here by the Womps. This is Marshall. Finds an open man at the point. It's Casey shot it right on. that Murphy's able to handle and cover up quickly with 1:09 to go, second period. Team still looking for the first goal of the game. Now McGlynn and Shaw come out to take Buckner and Sorrento off the ice here. The junior tandem for the Hawks. Controlling for Braintree is Valicenti.
1 minute remaining.
This is Valicenti. Nice pass to Derek Anson, but Anson fanned on the one-timer. Anson now throws it towards the net. Anson still with it. He's got Elworthy open, gets it back to Elworthy, not on his forehand, and now Xaverian able to break it out. 4-on-2 if they hurry. Beniers leaves it for Farrell, does not leave it for Farrell. Beniers still has it behind the net. 36 to go in the period. Farrell with it behind the net. Jake Farrell gets it over to Shaw, far side. Shaw goes back in the corner for Sweeney. Sweeney cycles it for Farrell. They're down to 21 seconds. Farrell with it, watched closely by Casey. And Braintree able to get possession but can't get it out. Sweeney picks it up. Sweeney right in, makes a move, can't get around. Elworthy. Nice play by Elworthy there as the clock ticks down. 5 seconds to go now. Long shot in by Kyle Marshall, but Murphy able to handle that one fairly easily. And another period is in the books. And we are yet to see the first goal of the afternoon.
The second period, Xaverian 3, Braintree 7. 2:30 total, Braintree 9, Xaverian 13.
So shots in the period, Xaverian with 3, a far cry from the 10 they had in the first period. And for Braintree, they got 7. Much better job. So after 2 periods, it's 13-9 in shots on net. And Xaverian a little bit better life the last half of that period. The first half of the period, it was all Braintree. But nobody scored in that period. Nobody scored in the first period. And after 2, it's an easy recap on scoring. There is none. But we want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors. Integrated Benefits Group is a boutique firm specializing in employee benefit and human capital management. Employee benefits are among the largest concerns for any company. IBG can manage costs and offer the right plans for your employees. In a changing marketplace, you need an expert, and Team IBG has been just that for over 20 years. Plan offerings include, but are not limited to, medical, dental, vision, life insurance, disability benefits, voluntary benefits, retirement planning, plus many more. To get your no-cost benefits audit, please call Tony Maffeo at 781-953-2000. That's 781-953-2000, Tony Maffeo, or visit them online at thinkibg.com. We also want to thank the new Jif Food Products. The new Jif To Go dippers combine creamy Jif peanut butter and crunchy pretzels for the perfect grab-and-go snack. Jif To Go dippers. And Mohawk Rubber Sales is the largest independent distributor of auto shop supplies in the USA and is headquartered right here in Massachusetts. Mohawk carries only the most reputable brands in the industry and can guarantee delivery to most U.S. locations in under 3 days. Most Mohawk products are available for purchase online, so be sure to check out the online store at MyHockRubber.com. We thank all those sponsors for bringing My Hockey Live directly to you live today from Bourne, where after 2 periods of play, it is Xaverian nothing and Braintree nothing. We'll be back with third period action after this. Well, welcome back, folks. Just underway, third period of play. 14-18 to go, third period. We are scoreless here in this D1 South quarterfinal matchup between the 8-seed Braintree and the 1-seed Xaverian. And anything can happen in hockey, as we just heard from Lowell after 2 periods. Woburn and Springfield Cathedral tied at 2. Austin Prep won that first game 3-0 over Central Catholic. Right now, Fitzgibbons for Xaverian with a big hit on McDougal, and now here come the Womps the other way. Just getting a A little late start to the period, folks. We were rearranging some equipment here. Centering pass knocked away by the Xaverian defense. They get it back to the point. This is McDonald. McDonald going cross point to Elworthy. It's loose in front. Murphy was down, and Braintree couldn't get possession. Skated away by Fitzgibbons up to McQuaid, who loses at the line to McDonald. Quickly thrown in deep by Derek Anson. Coach Dave Fasano for Braintree must have given the Newt Rockney between periods as Braintree's flying, but now Xaverian comes the other way. This is Durkin. Durkin going in deep. Durkin circles. Durkin looks. Cross point to Prada. Prada challenged there by Ryan Cody, and Prada can't get the puck in deep. Cody now gets it up to Giuliano. Giuliano loses to Sorrento for Xaverian, and Hardman, some crafty stick handling, gets it over to Cook. Cook down the right side. Durkin headed for the net. Centering pass intended for Hardman, knocked away by the defense of Braintree. Now Hardman intercepts the clearing pass, gets it to Durkin. Durkin weaving his way back towards his own point. Try to cycle down low, intercepted by Braintree, and Braintree able to get it up the near side, but good pinch by Prada. Anthony Prada gets it to Cook. Cook now swings at it as he lost his balance, and now right through the lane comes Durkin, 1-on-4. Durkin, a wrist shot, blocked by the pads of big defenseman McDonald, and McDonald sends La Rosa away. La Rosa all alone in the zone with 6 white shirts, and does a good job to get it on net. Murphy covers up, and the teams will change with 12:23 to go, third period of play. Third period of play, just underway. Face off in the Xaverian end. The Googans line out there with Corey Woodward for Braintree. Beniers, Sweeney, and Farrell, the veteran trio up front for Xaverian. So strength against strength here. Shaw battling in the far corner with the Googans brothers. Evan able to come up with it. Sends it back to the point to Sean Casey. Long shot through a screen with Chris Googans cutting through. Can't connect. Chris Googans picks it up, lays it back to Sage. Cross point to Casey through the screen. This is a repeat, folks. That one missed by about 6 feet, and Chris Googans able to pick it up in the corner. Chris Googans can't get around Shaw. Now bump in there by Corey Woodward trying to help out. Woodward gets it cross side to Evan Googans, but jumps over his stick. He takes a hit from Sweeney. Sweeney, the little pass for McGlynn, the defenseman, doesn't connect. Sage for Braintree gets it up to Woodward, who kind of misses the swing and miss there as he tries to get it in the zone. Braintree on a change now. Robbie McKinney on the ice. Pass right in front to McKinney. Just can't find the handle. Farrell sends Sweeney away. Farrell up ahead. Drop pass to Beniers. Farrell goes to the net. Beniers takes a hit from behind by Woodward. McKinney now will pitch it back to his defenseman Casey. Casey right back to McKinney. McKinney goes cross ice and gives it to Marshall. This is going to be a delayed offside. They do clear. Murphy leaves it back there for Sorrento. Sorrento will settle it. Come cross ice for Bruckner. Bruckner up the wing to McQuaid. McQuaid can't get it in deep. And Braintree able to clear. Derek Anson takes a hit from Fitzgibbons. He's able to get it deep into the left wing corner. Sorrento for Xaverian misses connecting with Bruckner, and now McQuaid tries to get it out of the zone. Braintree keeps it in. This is McDonald on the far side. McDonald sends it in deep, trying to find Christian Giuliano, but Xaverian able to break it out. McQuaid with a head of steam. McQuaid trying to get around McDonald. McQuaid far side, centering pass, but it was behind McInerney, and now Prada has it. Anthony Prada for Xaverian dumps it in deep, and McDonough, whose name we haven't even mentioned this period, leaves it behind the net. McDonough was phenomenal in the first period. He hasn't been as tested since. Neither goalie has let anything get by them. 9:50 to go, third period of play, and we are still in a scoreless hockey game. This is Hardman over the line with Durkin. Hardman takes it deep left. Wrist shot, save McDonough there. And kept in by Tufts. Tufts down low to Durkin. Durkin takes a hit from McDonald, but able to get it to Hardman. Hardman beyond the net, centering pass for Cook. It's loose in front and knocked away by the Womps. Good pressure by this line for Xaverian. Durkin in the middle, Hardman the left wing, and Cook the right wing. And they're tired. I think they should change, and they will change right here. And good action here. Scoreless game with 9:27 to go in the third period. Braintree in blue, Xaverian in white. Who will put the first digit up on the scoreboard? Woodward gets the pass up the boards, can do nothing with it as Shaw keeps it in. Now Farrell, centering pass to Beniers. Golden opportunity. I think that slipped off the end of his stick or was poked away by McDonough. Beniers now gets it to Farrell, tries to jam it on the far post and covered up by McDonough there. 9:06 to go, third period of play, still no score. Well, folks, Mohawk Rubber Sales and Integrated Benefits Group and Jif Food Products, they got to be happy they're bringing you this action today. A great hockey game. You can get on board as well and partner with us for the tournament. Just check it out, info at MyHockeyLive.com. Beniers off the draw, wrister, never makes it to the net. Farrell picks it up, far corner, Jake Farrell. Knocked away by, that was Elworthy. Center ice. Shaw knocks it over to Sweeney, a wrister save by McDonough. Sweeney follows the rebound. Takes a hit in the corner. Elworthy now will go behind the net from McDonald. Pokes it by Farrell. Over to Googans. Chris Googans can't clear. Long shot in by McGlynn goes wide. Shaw now can't keep it in and skating away is Woodward. Partial break here. Woodward down the lane. Wrist shot saved by Murphy. Murphy did not know where it was. Dropped behind him and he's able to cover up. 8:24 to go, third period of play. Nothing on the scoreboard. Only 3 minor penalties, a couple to Braintree in the first period and 1 to Xaverian in the second. Good, clean hockey. Back to the point, long shot in by Sean Casey is blocked by the Xaverian defense. Puck loose in the Braintree end. Sage has it for the Womps. He'll go around and try to hit Anson on the long right wing breakout pass, and icing is whistled here with 7:58 to go. Third period of play in a scoreless hockey game. Playoff style hockey for sure. There's been differences in the ebb and flow of this one. It was all Xaverian early. Braintree really carried the play in the second period, and right now, different flurries have favored different teams. Both goaltenders have been sharp, as you might expect in a 0-0 game. Braintree able to break it out 3-on-2 if they hurry. Poked away, pass poked away by Bruckner. Bruckner just flips it to center. That's a high stick, that not judged that way by McInerney. And now Fitzgibbons trying to tricky stick handle at center ice. Braintree knocks it in deep. Sorrento will come left side breakout for McQuaid. McQuaid forecheck there, and McQuaid finally flips it to center where it's caught and laid down right in front of him. Sean Casey doing that, and he dumps it back in, and Sorrento with it again. Sorrento trying to get it by Joey LaRossa. Sorrento backhands it around near side for McQuaid. A lot of repeat actions in this game. We just saw the same flow 20 seconds before. Sage dumps it deep. McQuaid steps around Sage. McQuaid, Googans trying to knock down McQuaid. A long wrister in, saved by McDonough. Play continues. Sage now in the left wing defensive corner, up for Chris Googans. Stolen by Durkin. Durkin right in, a shot blocked by Elworthy. Now a great pass cross ice to Woodward. Woodward, 2-on-3, leaves it for Googans. Evan Googans, a one-timer, goes by the net. Evan Googans with it again to Chris Googans, turns and fires. Nice save by Murphy there. Chris Googans picked the left side, and Murphy moved over to make the save. Braintree able to clear it near side. Hardman runs into Woodward. Now Hardman has to clear the zone as Elworthy covers up. Elworthy chips it up off the boards for Woodward, but Shaw intercepts for Xaverian. Shaw skates away from Googans, finds Farrell open on the far side, leaves it in the middle to Durkin. Durkin has it poked off his stick, but Cook follows and scores! Jack Cook with the goal! Well, they moved the puck well, but it was a little bit of a broken play. And Farrell right off the bench, the left wing, right in front of the Braintree bench on the right side. Got a cross rink pass, went in, chipped it quickly to Durkin. Durkin went down to the left and found Cook in the middle, laid it back to Cook, and he just fired a beautiful wrister up high that beat McDonough stick side. Beniers over the line now.
Goal, number 10, Jack Cook. Assisted by number 4, Andrew Durkin, and number 6.
Play back underway in the Xaverian end.
Farrell, time of goal 8:51.
8:51 the time of the Xaverian goal. Cook from Farrell and Durkin makes it a 1-0 game. Braintree trying to get it right back right here. Out to the point to Casey. This side to Sage. Sage looks through. Tip. Saved by Murphy. Not sure who tipped that, but I think it was McKinney who got his stick on that one. Robbie McKinney, and now Braintree in a change and a lot of up ice, open ice for Xaverian. Farrell will redirect it in with 5:12 to go now in a 1-goal hockey game. Xaverian leading it 1-0. Fitzgibbons. Good work to neutralize Big 18 Elworthy. Then Fitzgibbons gives it a little extra. Shot saved by McDonough. It's loose in the crease. Xaverian, McInerney thinks it's in. But I can see the puck, it's not in. It's not over the line, but McInerney went crashing in. I'll tell you, Fitzgibbons got away with one right in front of us as he followed the play by sticking his helmet into Elworthy, and you're ahead 1-0. You don't want to take a penalty at center ice. It's going to cause your team to go man down. And Fitzgibbons with another good hit in the corner over on the far side. Fitzgibbons now will put a bump on Chris Googans as well. Braintree able to clear. A nice step up by Shaw to intercept and goes right to McQuaid. McQuaid is 1-on-4. McQuaid far side. Shot goes well wide. And McInerney will help out on the forecheck, but Braintree breaks. 3-on-2. Googans on the far side. Chris Googans trying to find Woodward, cutting for the net, covered well by Shaw. Puck jumps behind the net and Shaw on it there for Xaverian. Forecheck by Woodward. Woodward pushes down Shaw and it goes to Googans. Chris Googans in the corner with some room, looking, centering pass, looking for Woodward. Intercepted by a double team of Xaverian, and now McGlynn lugs it all the way up ice. The defenseman into the middle. He's got Cook with him. Cook running a little interference down there. Cook now centering pass right out in front of Durkin, and a great stop by McDonough there. David McDonough has played a great game, and a great stop right there. Centering pass by Cook under the stick of Durkin, one-timer. Great job by McDonough. 3:50 to go. Third period of play. Xaverian 1, Braintree no score. Beniers now on the draw with Marshall for Braintree. The Womps able to come up with the puck. They send it far side to McKinney. McKinney trying to send Anson away on a long pass, and it goes all the way down. Will be called for icing with 3:40 to go now in the third period. A moment of calm here. Coach Fasano over there on the Braintree bench. Very calm. Coach Spinelli giving instructions on the Xaverian bench. And the faceoff will come to the left of McDonough, in goal for Braintree. Beniers for the Hawks, and Marshall for Braintree. The same two guys taking the draw. McKinney over this way. Beniers, a shot blocked by Elworthy. Rebound comes to Farrell. Shot save McDonough. Behind the net is Casey. Casey gets it up to Anson to center ice, but Braintree gets caught coming the wrong way. Farrell now bounces it to himself. Farrell, big range on the far side, gets it to Beniers. It's loose, right wing corner for Xaverian. Cook right off the bench, a one-timer. It's loose in front after the save by McDonough. Beniers had a poke at it, but sent it wide. Cook in front. Cook misfires. McKinney and Cook go for it on the far side. McKinney able to not come up with it. Cook has it in the corner. Cook behind the net. Works his way through a check now. Marshall just tries to hammer it the other way. Sage takes down Cook. Beniers still out there. 2:38 to go in a one-goal game, and Braintree just will ice it here and take a deep breath. Timeout is in the pocket, so they have that one to use if they so desire. 2:32 to go. 1-0 Xaverian. McDonough has played a great game. David McDonough, the goaltender for Braintree. They're going to have a new defensive zone face-off, so we'll see if, well, they've got the Googans line out there. We'll see if the timeout is used now, or it is. 2:32 to go, and with the Googans line and Woodward headed out there, they'll call the timeout now and talk things over with McDonough, give him instructions as to when Coach Fasano may want him to head to the bench. Strategy and everything else that comes into play is right at the forefront right now. Once again, we want to thank Mohawk Rubber Sales, the largest independent distributor of auto shop supplies in the USA. Headquartered right here in Massachusetts, Mohawk carries only the most reputable brands in the industry and can guarantee delivery to most U.S. locations in under 3 days. Most Mohawk products are available for purchase online, so be sure to check out the online store at mohawkrubber.com. And if you're hungry, grab a Jif to Go Dippers. The new Jif to Go Dippers combine creamy Jif peanut butter and crunchy pretzels for the perfect grab-and-go snack. I could use one of those right now. And Integrated Benefits Group. Integrated Benefits Group is a boutique firm specializing in employee benefit and human capital management. Employee benefits are among the largest concerns for any company. IBG can manage costs and offer the right plans for your employees. In a changing marketplace, you need an expert, and Team IBG has been just that for over 20 years. To get your no-cost benefits audit, please call Tony Maffeo, 781-953-2000. That's 781-953-2000, or go online at thinkibg.com. 2:32 to go. Paul McNamara here, along with Art Edgerton from Bourne. It's been a good one to start things off. And Braintree trying to tie this thing up. But right now, it's kept in at the zone. Beniers will get it. And a wrist shot saved by McDonough there through a screen. Xaverian in white, Braintree in blue if you're just joining us. The only goal of the game belongs to Xaverian. This is Farrell misfiring, and Googans will start out. This is Evan Googans over to Chris Googans. Woodward is the trailer. Googans turns and fires. Rebound comes right out to Evan Googans. Shot through a screen by McDonald. Blocked. He gets another shot at it. It's open on the far side now. Chris Googans with it. We'll circle and cycle it. We're down to 1:48 to go. McDonough still on the ice. Now they get it up. McGlynn will, I thought he was going to pass it up to Sweeney. McGlynn will lug it into the zone and dump it and try to kill time. It's Xaverian 1, Braintree nothing with 1:33 to go. And now McDonough will look to the bench, and if Braintree can get an offensive zone faceoff, he'll certainly go, but they can't get it in the zone. Good job by Cook. Now it is sent in deep. McDonough still on the ice. McGlynn turns, the defenseman for Xaverian. He holds. 1:16 to go. Left wing breakout to Hardman. Hardman skates it up to center. Gives it over to Cook. Cook into the zone. Durkin headed to the net. Durkin in front. The centering pass. Shot by Hardman. Spectacular save by McDonough right there, and a great setup by Cook. Now McDonough heads to the bench with under a minute to go. Googans takes a hit from Cook. Googans leaves it back to the point. There's nobody there. They have to clear the zone. 48 to go. The dump in by Casey. It's loose on the far side. Sweeney takes a pop at the open net and misses wide to the left. Icing is whistled with 41 ticks to go.
At the conclusion of this game, Braintree fans, as you exit the bleachers, please go to your left. Xaverian fans, please go to your right. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, Xaverian's still with a timeout. I don't think they will use it here. Farrell's going to take the draw here for Xaverian, and stepping in is Chris Googans. Xaverian able to win it. Beniers steps it right up the middle. Beniers gets it out of the zone. Steal from Marshall. Braintree circles back. We're down to 30 seconds to go. Farrell now plays it down, but Marshall picks it up for Braintree. Marshall spins away in the corner. Marshall leaves it for Googans. Evan Googans to Chris Googans, back to Evan Googans. Evan Googans back to Chris Googans. Down to 16 seconds to go. Chris Googans looks. Chris Googans has Woodward. Chris Googans still with it. 10 seconds to go. Centering pass. It's loose out of the stick of McGlynn for Xaverian. Off the boards and out of the zone with 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and it is over. Braintree with a valiant effort, but they cannot get one by. Aiden Murphy, a shutout for Murphy, and Xaverian will move into the semifinals with a 1-0 win over Braintree. What an effort by the Womps. Equally good effort by the Hawks. So little to choose between these two today.
13, Xaverian 5 for Braintree. Total for the game. Xaverian 26, Braintree 14.
You might have heard that shots on net in the third period. Xaverian 13, which equaled their total for the first 2 periods. Braintree with 5. So for the game, Xaverian out shooting Braintree 26-14, but it was closer than that for sure. David McDonough, tremendous job in net for Braintree, or it could have been more. He did a great job, stood on his head, 25 saves. And Aiden Murphy, 14 saves in the shutout for Xaverian. So Xaverian moves on, and they will get a spot, one of the 4 spots in the semifinals of Division I South. Braintree will end its term as Division I South champs. They've held it for a year, but they skate home today. Their final record for the year for Braintree, they will end the season at 10-6-6. Disappointment for sure, but tremendous effort. They worked hard, and they come up short today, but great job by Braintree, great job by Xaverian, and that's going to do it in the first game. The only goal of the game coming in the third period, Jack Cook with assists to Andrew Durkin and Jake Farrell at 8:51 of the third period. That's the way it ends. Xaverian 1, Braintree 0. So we'll take a break right now. Paul McNamara from Bourne. We'll be back with you. Art Edgerton's going to do a little equipment renovation, see if everything's working all right, and we'll be back for the next one. Newton North and Duxbury. Newton North, the 4 seed, Duxbury, the 5 seed, and we're probably going to get another tight game in the next one. That'll be coming your way, scheduled for 4:15. They're on the ice now. We'll be back with you in a bit. Once again, the final in this one, Xaverian 1 and Braintree 0.